A former Greenwood man accused of murdering his wife inside their Greenwood home put in a plea of not guilty at the LaFleur County Circuit Court Monday. 34-year-old Edward Broom is charged with first-degree murder in the death of his wife, 29-year-old Broom. Last month, the Manhattan, Kansas Police Department extradited Broom to LaFleur County, Mississippi. Broom moved to Kansas after his wife's death.
A short Greenwood murder trial has resulted in a mistrial. Prosecutors presented evidence to a jury over the last day and a half that they claim Edward Broom killed his wife, Broom, on September 21st of 2014 at their home at 710 West President Avenue in Greenwood. At 2 p.m. yesterday, though, Judge Carol White Richard declared a mistrial and ended the prosecution. Broom's defense attorney, Nisha Sanders, immediately asked that Broom be remanded into the custody of his family. District Attorney Tim Jones argued that he considered Broom a danger to the community and a flight risk and urged that he remain in custody without bail. White Richard said she'd take both arguments into consideration and rule later. Broom was indicted by a LaFleur County grand jury in January 2016, nearly a year and a half after the murder, after not having been arrested initially. He was arrested in Manhattan, Kansas, where he had relocated and was extradited to Greenwood, where he remains in custody today in the LaFleur County Jail. The mistrial in the first-degree murder case of Edward Broom apparently resulted, at least in part, from a Greenwood police officer texting to the district attorney's office during her testimony for the prosecution. Circuit Judge Carol White Richard wrote in an order issued on Friday that it was alleged that a prosecution witness was texting while on the witness stand. A hearing was conducted on the matter, and the court determined that the witness for the prosecution was indeed engaging in improper communication with a member of the district attorney's office during her testimony. Greenwood police identified the officer as Police Lieutenant Jerry Bankston. Police Chief Gray Moore described Bankston's actions as a bad decision and indicated she'll likely face some form of internal discipline. Broom is accused of stabbing his wife, Broom, to death in 2014. The district attorney, after mistrial this week, has vowed to retry the case. The ongoing saga of Edward Broom's murder trial is a new chapter, but with the same theme, another long delay. The retrial of Broom, accused in the 2014 stabbing death of his wife, Broom, scheduled to begin yesterday, was instead postponed because of weather-related complications. Prosecutors presented evidence to a jury over just a day and a half back in November that they claim proved Edward Broom killed his wife, Broom, on September 21st of 2014 at their home at 710 West President Avenue in Greenwood. Instead of a conviction, though, Judge Carol White Richard declared a mistrial and ended the prosecution when it was discovered that a witness for the prosecution, a Greenwood police officer, was actually texting prosecuting attorneys while on the bench. Broom was indicted by a LaFleur County grand jury in January 2016, nearly a year and a half after the murder. After not having been arrested initially, he was arrested in Manhattan, Kansas, where he had relocated and was extradited to Greenwood, where he remains in custody in the LaFleur County Jail. The retrial is expected to begin now in April. A Greenwood judge has dismissed all charges against Edward Broom, accused in the 2014 slaying of his wife. Broom has been held since February of 2016, was released from jail this week by LaFleur County Sheriff Ricky Banks. Presiding Judge Carol White Richard overturned the 2016 indictment Wednesday, citing prosecutorial misconduct in his trial earlier this year. Greenwood police officer Jerry Bankston, the prosecution's lead witness, was found to have been texting Assistant District Attorney Trish Rogers from a witness stand, asking the prosecutor for instructions on what to say while on the stand. The prosecutor texted back that she should testify that there was no evidence that anyone else came into the house, no signs of theft or forced entry. The judge in her dismissal said substantial and irreparable harm occurred of such a nature that the trial could not proceed in conformity with the law. She also granted a motion filed on Broom's behalf, upholding his right to protection from double jeopardy, meaning Broom cannot be tried again for the same crime. Assistant District Attorney Tim Jones said he is preparing a response and will ask the judge to reconsider her order.